Hey guys, so before we jump into my final reaction for Red vs. Blue Season 10, I wanted to take this moment to give a proper thank you and shout out to two members of the Red vs. Blue community who have been incredibly kind, supportive, and have helped me out in a really big way. And that goes to both Texelation, aka Marty, as well as a resident of Whammy's house. So a little while ago, Texelation reached out to me and informed me that Rooster Teeth was doing a clearance sale on a limited edition pin of York's Aurora lighter. Now, York is slowly but surely going to become, I think, my favorite freelancer at this point, especially with the conclusion of RWBY Season 10. This lighter holds a lot of sentimental value for him as a character, his connection and relationship to Carolina, especially how they met. So I really appreciated the fact, I already thanked you, Texelation, in the DMs when you told me about this. I managed to buy two of these, actually, one that's opened and one that's sealed. But thank you so very much for this, you know what I mean? Like, I know they had other limited pins that I've unfortunately missed the window on, but it's great to just at least have something tangible from the RWBY Project Freelancer saga, especially from York. And following up on that, a big shout out to a resident of Whammy's house who answered the call of a request that I had for the Memory is the Key keychain, which is only available now for purchase on the Rooster Teeth UK store. And this was something that I mentioned that I have a really big affinity with keychains. I have a RWBY keychain, I wanted an RWBY keychain, and I really wanted to get this keychain because, I love Red vs. Blue. I love the Memory is the Key, the message that it stands for, how it's kind of echoed throughout the series. And the resident of Whammy's house reached out to me via email, asked if I still wanted one of these, bought it on his end, and then shipped it to the US to my P.O. box, and it's now sitting lovely on my keychain with the rest of my keys and with the rest of my memorabilia. So I definitely, again, want to say thank you so very much to Texelation, aka Marty, as well as a resident of Whammy House for being awesome fans, for being awesome supporters of my Red vs. Blue content. And, I love you guys for it, so thank you so much. So, if I could summarize how I'm feeling right now in 1 to 2 words going into the finale batch for Red vs. Blue Season 10, episodes 20, 21, and 22, it would be fear and excitement on equal measures. Fear, mainly for the fear of the unknown, not knowing what's going to happen with this last batch, the culmination of a 10-season saga. Bernie Burns, directing and writing the first 10 seasons along with his buddies, developing this rich, deep, complex story of reds and blues and a box canyon that soon evolves into freelancers and AI and the meta and, the director and Project Freelancer and everything else in between, to where now I really don't know how it's going to come to a close, and I'm a little scared about that, mainly due to the level of closure, to the level of just closing a big chapter of this series. And I know we still have the Chorus trilogy when Miles comes in, and, whatever else is beyond with the next 17, the next 7 seasons to where I'm going to be caught up, but it's been a phenomenal journey. I personally started RWBY 3 years ago, believe it or not, episode 1, season 1, why are we here? And I actually started watching Red vs. Blue because why I was here, why I was in the space that I was in at the time, was because of RWBY, which was because of Rooster Teeth, and in turn, RWBY is a factor because Red vs. Blue was such a big hit and it was so successful, and that wasn't a part of my life at the time, and I'm so glad that I gave it a chance, and I'm so glad that I've gone on this journey, that I've done all of these reactions and discussions, and I figured out, and put together a lot of things that you guys have been holding on to for years as diehard dedicated fans, and I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm excited, like I said, to see how this closes, to see how the last 10 seasons are put to rest, and also to see how I'm going to be able to come back to this after RWBY Volume 7 for the Chorus trilogy. So yeah, we're going to be getting into this last batch. The previous batch really kind of contextualizes and puts the true Project Freelancer storyline together from the past sequence of events leading all the way up to really season 8, where, we kind of dealt with most of Project Freelancer, you know, the freelancers themselves, the AI, the director, the meta, and everything else in between, up until season 9, where Carolina comes into the picture at the end, and where we are now with the present, with facing down the present day director. I'm just wondering, I'm expecting that at this point, now that we know how the meta's journey began with going after all of the AI and the armor abilities and stuff like that, I'm expecting now we're just going to get the final wrap-up of the Alpha being placed in Blood Gulch, and those sequence of events, but also I think we're now going to primarily focus on the present, because we've been on this wild goose chase of where's the director, tracking down the director, to now taking him down after Epsilon kind of regained all of his lost memories, thanks to CT's data unit post-mortem, and you know, this wild, you know, rabid source of vengeance for Carolina, you know, due to the events that befell all of her comrades, and also the director, the fact that he's alive, he's still kicking, and he's still, like, doing his thing while, you know, consequences have happened for everyone else who got wrapped up in his scheme. But yeah, I just don't know how it's going to end. This is a big one. This is a 30-minute batch of the last 3 episodes, so I'm going to try to take in as much as I can for this batch in particular, to kind of see how it all comes together. But before we jump into that, I definitely want to say thank you to those of you who have been incredibly patient these last 3 years, probably from the day I started my Red versus Blue reactions. Most of you guys have been waiting for these big, you know, these big key moments of different reactions and reveals, and moments of me discovering and enjoying the series as I've caught up. And now we're at the end of a big point. You know, this is where Bernie hangs up his hat and passes the torch over to Miles. You know, his 10 years of writing, the body of work that he's created is phenomenal, and I love it to death, and I really hope I get to see him at a future RTX to kind of just, you know, shake his hand and be like, you know what, I kind of finally got up to where, you know, your work has kind of come and gone and paved the way for Rooster Teeth and for Monty and for Red versus Blue, you know, paving the way for RWBY and everything else like that. So with all of that said, thank you guys so much for the support. I hope you guys look forward to this final reaction. I hope you guys also look forward to the future of my channel with, you know, RWBY Volume 7 and the return of RWB with the Chorus Trilogy when we get to that, you know, once RWBY 7 is done. But with all that said, Red vs. Blue Season 10 finale, episodes 20, 21, and 22. Let us begin. All right, guys, we're going to be getting into Red vs. Blue Season 10 with episodes 20, 21, and 22. This is the finale of Project Freelancer, and we're going to be starting this in 3, 2, 1, now. Here they are. They made it. This is the old research base.
How many?
Where they got techs out of.
You're sure?
Positive. We're alone.
He has no guards. It's just him? What?
It's up here!
I am sorry.
Phyllis is here!
Oh! Only authorized personnel may enter.
Phyllis?
Oh!
Is that you? What's happened to you?
Oh my gosh!
This
They
is a secure
see each
facility.
other!
Only authorized personnel may enter. Please leave the premises
Oh, the
immediately.
director changed
Phyllis, this is
changed
Agent
it so
Carolina
no
of
one
Project
but him can get
Freelancer.
in.
Acknowledge and go for secure.
I am sorry.
That's too easy.
I recognize that designation, but only authorized personnel may enter this facility.
Fuck, dude, I'm so
Church?
nervous.
Open the door, Phyllis.
Certainly. Welcome back.
He is the director, after
I
all.
did not expect to see you again so soon.
Thank you.
My
Wow.
pleasure. Strange.
Oh.
I was unaware you had left, Director. I will have to
Left?
scan my files and find the error.
Wait, that means
Left?
he's here!
Yes, since his last visit.
So you show the director inside the facility as well as outside?
Yeah.
Strange, is it
I mean,
not?
he is the director's essence.
Strange.
He's the closest thing to
That's
Alpha. He has
exactly
all
what
of
we were
Alpha's
hoping
memories. Dude, I can't believe the Reds and Blues had that falling out, man, with...
Well, this is depressing.
Yeah, it's
Private.
awkward.
What? I'm just saying what we're all thinking.
You didn't say you were fat and worthless. We were definitely all
Damn.
thinking that.
Alright, you know the drill. Do we have to?
Come
That
on.
depends. How badly do you want your flag back? Oh, look at me. It's your turn.
Oh, wow!
I would just like to let everyone know that I suck. You know, it was funny the first few times,
Wow,
but this is
Blue
starting to
team
get depressing.
wins!
Yeah. Kiss all the boys. Hey, what
Wow,
else
it's
have
a
you got?
callback.
Nothing. That stupid flag was the only thing we had left.
I hope you like
Actually,
nuts.
there's still
Damn, they
one
took
thing
the
you haven't
freaking
taken.
peanut bread.
Whoa!
Wow. Oh!
Kinsu, gun show.
The meta's weapon!
Is that whose I think it is? Stolen
Yeah?
weaponry used by the scariest fucking mute in the galaxy? Yeah.
Does somebody
pretty much.
get that?
Like, half knife, half rifle. What
Yo,
we call
who
that?
gets that weapon?
There is no way I'm giving up the grip shot. Oh, please, what were you gonna do? Eat off it? Actually, dickhead, I asked Donut to mount it for me in the base, and you know I can't resist a good mount.
I knew
You've
it.
been
I
hiding
knew
one
it.
of the most advanced pieces of technology known to man,
Wow.
so you can hang it in your living room?
Dude, it's a
Well, when you say it
freaking
like that, it
trophy.
sounds dumb. That's because it is dumb. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Doc, the whole
When I met
game.
you guys, all you did was stand around and talk. But now you can't walk 5 feet without getting wrapped up in some crazy.
Yeah, I know,
What's your
right?
point?
They just sit
I don't
around
know.
all day
I just thought it was
talking.
cool. I mean, come on, you guys have been through a lot together. Don't
Yeah.
you want something to remember all the good times?
Hell
Good
yeah,
times.
dude.
I was stranded in the desert. We were almost killed.
I learned my entire military career was a lie.
And I got shot.
I mean, but you're all still here.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't
He
perfect.
shot
but
him.
Look what you all got out of it.
You mean the rifle knife?
You're good
Rim
friends.
Sure, there's
Memories.
that, but Sarge,
And
you finally
memory
got
is
to
the
lead an
key.
actual military operation. And Tucker, you learned how to use your sword like a pro.
Hell
Chicka
yeah.
Bow Wow, you found a new team. Simmons
Swish,
got back
swish,
his old
stab.
team. I finally managed to keep a patient from dying, and in return, I didn't die. You see? In the end,
Oh
we
my
all worked
gosh.
together.
Thank you, Doc. We
Everyone
need
got what
this
they wanted.
moment.
And not everyone.
Caboose. Poor buddy. Come on, you guys need to do this. Yes! Yes!
You realize that if you go after them, there's no
There's
promise
no
you'll come
going.
back.
There's no going
This isn't
back.
a game to the director.
They need your help.
Oh, well.
Dude,
thing's
this
getting kinda
music,
stale
it's
anyways.
so
After everything
good.
Church and Carolina said, the way they treated you.
Come
Hey, we
on,
didn't
dude.
do
It
a
was
second
it was
chance.
the heat of the
Besides,
moment.
If we quit every time Church started shouting, this shit would have been over a long time ago. We'll be outgunned. We'll be out everything.
That's fine.
This is stupid.
We
Just
got
think
this.
for a minute
It's
before you
Reds
do anything
versus
reckless.
blue. No more Reds
Son,
versus
Stupid
Blues.
and reckless is how we always get things done.
But Sarge,
No. There's
Come
one
on,
thing
Wash,
you
you've been around them
freelancers
long
always
enough.
seem to forget. That's the fact that we've managed to kick your ass time and time again. Oh, sure, you've got all your smart plans.
Oh,
and your
I'm
fancy
so
technology
happy
and
we're
your
getting
advanced
this
training.
moment. We need
But in the
this.
end, what has that got you? Without a team you can count on. Got
Yes.
your fellow soldier by your side?
Good
Well,
friends.
that really doesn't amount to squat, now does it? So instead of standing there belly aching all day, just tell us, are you gonna keep playing it safe?
Come on, let's go.
Do you want to get a little reckless?
this has to be the worst idea,
Ever. Of all time.
but you can count me in.
Yes.
Yes, it's me.
Let's
guys, you
go.
make me so
I'm
happy.
so
Oh,
happy.
Man,
Thank
this
you,
is so
Doc.
cool. I love how inclusive you guys have become.
Slapping some
I'm gonna
sense
go pack
into
my medical
everyone.
gear for the trip.
Love the
Ooh,
pacifist.
we're back together.
Guys, they've got a huge head start. How are we supposed to reach them in time?
Hey! Buddy, you're gonna be taken down.
We really are wanted criminals of the UNSC? Holy shit! What?
Wow.
What? Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Damn, bad time.
You are outnumbered. Technically, you're not really outnumbered. I think
Wait, what?
We have the same number. It's like 1 to 1.
Are you gonna deliver
We do an
them?
airship. Fast, easy to pilot airship,
We get it.
which we will now land
We get it.
in order to take you to jail.
You guys fucked up.
Man, this
Legit.
is awesome.
Thanks for the ride,
The blue
dirtbags.
guy with the yellow accents. His voice sounds familiar.
Oh, right. Funny story about that.
Is that somebody from like one of those other bases? Holy shit, are we ever gonna see Valhalla again? Holy fuck, that was insane. Oh god, here we go.
Me neither. Where is everyone?
That's not it. I just got a weird case of
Please be careful. Deja
deja
vu?
vu.
You've been here before.
Play it again, Phyllis.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Should stop to eat. It has been several days.
Again.
You're not the only one.
What?
That's it.
Ready to meet
Was
your
that
maker?
Allison?
I've got your back, Carolina.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No.
Church? What is this?
He kept trying.
What?
He kept trying to get her right.
You
Ah!
these
Wait!
games are anything like the real deal?
The failure! Ah! Ah! What? Texas? The failures of Texas!
You have no idea what kind of
Trouble you're in? Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! They're all failures. He never got her right. Even in the end, she betrayed.
You have no idea what kind of trouble you are in.
All right. Me first.
Oh man! Tex versus Tex versus how many Texases are there? Dude! This is the rematch, I guess. The closest thing. Carolina versus like 100 Texases. Dude, the music! She gets a new rendition? Oh! She did that move when she got introduced. Dude, oh my god! He kept trying! Oh fuck, are those grenades? Yes they are. Oh my god, okay, these aren't like actual That's so crazy! Monty, you are nuts, man!
Could you be a little more specific?
And she has Epsilon to help her.
Seeing this many ex-girlfriends in one room, I have to terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought.
Well, snap out of it. I need
Yeah, you guys.
right.
Holy shit!
Just hold on.
Oh my god, is this like a Sonic reference? The blue blur?
I can do this.
Yo, she's really the best! Carolina, you're the best! Chill! You're gonna get wrecked, stop!
You can't win, Carolina.
Come on, get up!
She's right. I can't do this.
No, you can.
I can't.
Let go and
beat
you
her.
can do anything.
I could never beat her.
Better luck next time,
Carolina?
Wow. Whoa! The Reds imposed! Oh my god, he's the one that originally killed her!
What are you doing here?
I told you, they're not so bad once you get to know them.
Wow! Look at this animation! The squad versus Tex?
I thought this wasn't your fight.
Come on, overwhelming odds with little to no chance of success. How can we resist?
You got a problem with that?
Dude,
George?
this is literally
Guys,
all excitement now.
I'm an asshole. I admit it, and I will
Yeah.
gladly accept any and all smart-ass remarks after this is over. I'd like to point out the fact that we're standing in a room full of crazy robots
psychos.
that are ready to completely and utterly fuck our shit up. So, cheesy
Now,
forgiveness speech
we
later?
got this.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Lock and load, people.
Let's go! Yo, Griff got the brew! Ah!
Bush?
One day we'll
You get a
cruise
little
down
angry, buddy.
Woodgulch Avenue!
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember how to do that.
Dude, this is the best pizza! Yo, Caboose! Dude, this is the coolest episode!
Michael J.
Jay Caboose! And I hate babies!
Taxes.
Oh, okay, that's new.
Idiot.
Wow!
Come on, everyone.
Oh my god, they're all helping!
Sisters.
Wow! The OG music and everything! Tex, you can't beat them. You can't beat the Reds and the Blues when they work together. Wow, look at Griffin, look at his weapon! That's, oh, careful, no! No! Oh, thank God. Dude, his balls have been tortured enough. This is crazy, bro. Oh, they got him anyway.
Not again. Oh, come on. You had to see that coming.
Oh my God. This is nuts. Jesus Christ, there's so many Texas! Texi? I don't know the plural. Wow.
Epsilon, do you
They just
remember
keep
how the
coming.
Alpha was able to stop the meta? Yeah, but that was one guy, not 100. There's only one Tex. And Church,
Really?
nobody knows her like you. All right,
There's the real
back,
one
everybody.
amongst this one? These
it's gonna
groups?
get a little personal.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna call her like a bitch or something, or be like, I love you? Something to call out the real one. Oh, the reunion! Oh my god! They just did this in the last
there.
batch.
Huh?
Oh
the hell are
my
you?
god!
You don't know me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just really tired, and I'm really tired.
Oh my god.
My name's...
Texas.
Your name is Allison.
Allison! Oh!
Right. Tex. That's me. And you're...
Let's just say we
We used to be
used to be
together.
close.
Oh. Okay.
I need you to rest now, Tex.
Oh, rest. I'd like that.
I thought you might. I have to go now, but you just rest, okay?
Oh my god!
Bye.
Weird. I don't know why,
I always
but
hate goodbyes.
I know why. Goodbye.
Holy shit, dude!
You could have done that before I got punched in the nuts by 20 of them at once. Yeah, but where's the
I
fun
need a
in that?
minute.
Nice going.
Shit, dude. Holy shit, dude! I have no fucking words for that. Like... That's literally what they did in the last batch. Texas was devastated to find that Alpha didn't even recognize her. And in the cusp of all of these failures, the true one was there. And he just freed her. I don't know for good. I don't know if that was literally the essence of Allison. Fuck, man. That was such a powerful scene, and we're not even halfway done. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna be resuming in 3, 2, 1, now.
Nice going there, Church.
Fuck,
I guess
man.
sometimes little fairies
Texas
really
is
do make wishes
officially,
come
like,
true.
gone now.
So, I guess our work here is
That
done.
was it. I
You're
think
still
that's the
director.
last of the
No.
defense.
What comes next? Carolina and I need to do alone.
Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. One-on-one on one.
Beginning playback.
Oh!
Come on, stop it. Put that thing down. You're gonna make me late. They're waiting for me.
Oh my god.
Leonard.
Hello, Director.
Hello, Agent Carolina. Would you like to watch this file with me?
No.
Play it again, Phyllis.
Director?
Again.
His wife,
This is
man.
what you've become.
I just need to watch this. I think I have a way. A way to bring her back right this time.
The authorities are hunting you now. If I found you, they will too.
I just need a bit more time.
No! You've had your fucking time. You have to answer for what you did. To the Meta, to Washington, to Carolina, to me, and to her. To Texas.
All of the good
Hello,
people
Epsilon.
of the show are
You came
gone
all this
because
way
of
just
her.
to see me?
I'm here to remember what you've done. Somebody has to.
Church.
Not all
Memory's
of us
the
got off
key.
scot-free, Carolina. He was brilliant, and we trusted him. But he lied to us. He twisted and tortured us. And used us.
Oh my
Manipulated us
god.
for his own purposes. For what? For what? For this? For this? This shadow? He needs to pay.
Everybody, man. He's angry at himself.
Go. Don't make me hurt you.
Oh my god, what a great story.
You'll see me again.
Oh my god! Max is her mom!
Come on, Church. We're leaving.
Oh my
I came all this way to kill him.
Church, remember what you learned in the memory unit? You need to let go. Your past doesn't define who you are. Just gives you the starting point for who you're going to be.
Agent Carolina,
Yes, Director.
would you be so kind?
It's her
Just to
father!
leave me your old pistol.
That's her dad.
Thank you, Carolina.
Goodbye, sir.
Oh my god.
You were my greatest creation.
I don't know what I am, but I do know this. I'm more than just a copy of you. I'm better than you.
I wasn't speaking to you.
Carolina was his greatest creation, her daughter!
Beginning playback.
Thank you, Phyllis. Now I would like you to erase all our files except for this one.
All our files? Does that include me, Director?
It has been a pleasure working with you, Phyllis. I am sorry.
And you as well, Director.
And before you do, please shut down all the facility systems as well. Take everything offline.
Director, this is a sealed facility. If I shut down all the systems...
He's gonna kill himself
support
now!
would not-
Thank you, Phyllis. Shut them all down. Lock me in.
All right. Was the project a success? Did you find what you were looking for?
No, I did not. But I believe I might have come very close. I wish I knew.
I see.
Don't worry. You'll see me again.
Perhaps the next time around.
It has been an honor, sir.
Oh my god, what a great story, Bernie!
I hate goodbyes.
Oh my god, what a show! What a series, man!
I guess it is. Carolina, after everything that we've been through, I just want to say thank you.
You're thanking me? For what?
You have another chance at life,
For showing me a
Carolina.
different
You
side
in
of myself.
Washington.
Same here. What about your teams? What will happen to them?
There's still one place we haven't visited. Somewhere we can make a home.
Show me.
This seems like a major
Oh my
setback.
god! This is where
Only
they sent
momentarily,
Alpha!
Counselor. We will recover. The Alpha will
Oh my
need to
god,
be
the
moved.
music!
Somewhere far from here. Somewhere where no one knows who he is.
He will need a security detail. Someone we can trust. Might I suggest flowers, sir?
Flowers? You need Agent Floyd?
Ready for duty, sir. And might I say,
God!
as
Oh
punch you
my
left me.
god!
We'll need a good cover story to explain his disappearance. People will wonder what happened to Florida.
Leave that all to me, sir.
Very well. But security is not enough. The Alpha needs anonymity. A place where no one would think to look for him.
I believe I know exactly
My
the place.
god, dude, this came around so great! Blood Gulch.
Center on the double.
Where the hell is this?
Do I have to do it on the double?
Look at me, sir. I got friends.
Oh my god!
Hey, damn it!
Hey, go far!
Subordinate soldiers. When I say double,
I will only go so far as single and a half.
if these orders were hamburgers, then you'd do a double.
What? Who has hamburgers?
Oh my god!
Feet here,
Halo 4! Oh my god, they look so weird! Their visors are like green.
Of all time.
Oh my god! Is this Halo 4's version of Valhalla? Or Blood Gulch?
Tucker did it.
Dude,
The
you can't say that
tank!
when I'm right here.
Tucker said it.
Oh my god, shut up. Both of you shut up. And get back to work.
Oh my god, they have another home!
Alright, putting my back to work.
Seems like they're getting settled.
Yep.
So I guess everything is finally getting back
Oh
to
my
normal.
god, all their
What's happened to
armor!
normal around here, sure. What can I tell you?
Butch Flowers is a freelancer!
Their home.
Can I make a suggestion?
Their home?
Don't say goodbye.
Goodbye. I didn't realize I was going somewhere.
She
I
hates
accepted a
goodbyes
military
too.
transmission. It seems some low-level thugs have
My
some armor
God,
and
her
equipment that's
mom
way above
died
their
when
pay
she
grade.
was little.
Sounds like it might be some of the missing gear from a certain defunct military project we both know.
Is that right?
Think I'll go get it back. Hate to think about it being in the wrong hands. And with all that equipment, I could really use someone to help me run it.
Wait, is she going?
Too qualified for the job.
I don't know.
I figure we can set some things right. And we help make wrong.
That's a lot of things to make right.
Where's Washington?
Could keep us busy for quite a while.
It would be nice to be a good guy again.
Epsilon, what you and I were involved with, the things we helped do. I'll be honest, I don't know if we can ever get all the way back to good.
Exactly.
But I think that we have a chance to do better. And if we wake up every day and try to make things better,
this is
surely
it.
we might
This is
find that
her
better is good
redemption
enough.
story. I'm so happy.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, still, I hate to leave without saying something. They deserve to at least hear goodbye.
Wait, are
My
they
mother
going
had
off on their own?
Ever tell you about my mother?
Oh!
I don't think you ever did.
She wasn't around a lot when I was a kid. And when she was, she could only stay a short time. Seems like she always had somewhere else
She's
to
a
be,
military
something
brat.
important to do. And when she left, she wouldn't say goodbye to me.
She hated goodbyes.
Instead, she always told me, never say goodbye. If you don't say goodbye, then you aren't really gone. You just aren't here right now.
Your mother sounds like a smart lady.
She was. She really was. Had terrible taste in them, though.
What a great show!
George! Come down here! We want to tell you something! George!
And he left
Hey, Caboose, did you find
Caboose
Church?
again.
No, I didn't find him.
Well, where do you think he is?
I don't know. Somewhere.
Oh my God, what a great show! They left! My God, he left his sniper! Oh my God! What a great show! What a great series, man! I love it so much! Oh my God! What a great series! What a fantastic show! Her mom and dad, her mother and father, the cast. I'm so glad I watched this show. I'm so glad I gave this show a chance. And I have this show and this series to thank for RWBY, the heart, the love of my life for Rooster Teeth. Monty's magnus opus. I swear to God, this is the greatest thing Monty's ever made. God bless him. This is literally Rooster Teeth's greatest work. Season 10 of RWBY, their greatest work, period. Oh my God, Bernie, Miles, Matt, Eddie, and Monty were the writers. Oh my God, the music, I'm gonna be listening to the soundtrack next. I have so much to say. I feel so bad for the director. Like, I was angry, I was upset, but his wife and his daughter, it makes so much sense. Like mother, like daughter, they're the same person. She's been chasing her mother the entire series. And the fake outs, they both have the similar camouflage. Active camouflage, reactive camouflage. Carolina's introduction, black armor just like her mother. And the fact that she never knew that was her mom. Until the very end. I don't even know if she ended up knowing in that moment that Texas was her mother. Because that's like the biggest person she pushed away. Who's been gone in her life the whole time. Growing up, military brat. Being the daughter of a cold scientist like the director. Because he was so desperate to see his family. To see his wife. And nobody else knew. I don't even know what that dynamic would have been like. I don't even know what that dynamic would have been like if the director had just said from the get-go to everybody in the project, hey, this is my daughter, and this is my wife who's no longer alive. Is there post-credit? Please let there be. I'm gonna be listening to all the music in my next video from this one. Oh, there is! Woo! What is this? What the heck? What is this? Hello? What's he humming?
Man, that sure does suck what happened to Georgia.
Oh, was that Georgia?
Hey,
oh my god! What?
Too bad he didn't have that.
Is this post-credits?
When it happened. Hey, Georgia.
Hey, Utah.
Oh my god, that's Utah!
Do you want it back?
No, you can have it.
Holy shit! Now. What the heck? That's okay, what happened to Georgia! Oh my gosh! Meanwhile, Doc's back. Doc's alone.
Where'd everybody go?
They all went to a different base, buddy.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have like 1 or 3 planes that we could borrow for keeps?
Oh, fuck.
They need to get back home.
Hey.
Oh my god, the
pretty
twins!
good with that missile pod.
Yeah, I'd be even better if you weren't using 2 sniper rifles.
Dual wielding?
Okay,
you
don't
kill
get a
him
big
in
head.
the end.
You're still my little
still.
sister.
His
Come
little,
on,
his
get
little sister.
Hey, I've got your back, always.
And I'm watching yours.
That's not even. Oh my god! My god! Oh my god, Carolina, this is where she meets York. This is crazy. What is this? Oh my god, is she so much younger?
Stop it.
You did all
You're gonna
of
make
this
me
for
late.
her.
They're waiting for me. Leonard, come on.
All of this for Texas.
Don't make me hurt you. And don't worry. You'll see me again. I hate goodbyes.
Oh my god. Oh my god! This is why I'm here. My god. Dreams and brings me to the place you rest. I have like no tears left. I can't even cry anymore. This is it. Red vs. Blue paved the way for this show. This is where I came in. I fell in love with Volume 1 of RWBY. I'm so glad I know why I'm here now. I'm here because of Rooster Teeth and because of RWBY, and I'm staying for the investment of everything. Yo! This show was so cool the first time I saw it. It still is now. It's a fucking classic. Look at this shit. Look at these Beowulfs. They're so ugly compared to Volume 6. God, Monty. Rest your soul, buddy. Rest your soul. Rest your soul. The show is still going strong in your memory. 7 volumes. Volume 7 is like a month away. Yeah! Oh my god, what a throwback! I haven't seen this trailer in a while. But this is it. This is what everybody else saw after that finale. This is my favorite part right here. Yeah! God, I love it. Oh my god. Dude, this is why I'm here. I watched Volume 1 by myself, Volume 2, and I did reviews for Volume 1 as well. This is what got me into Rooster Teeth. And now I can see why. I can see why and what paved the way for RWBY. And it's a masterpiece. Red vs. Blue's a fucking masterpiece. I swear to God, I love it to death. Oh my god, yeah. RWBY! I love you so much! You're such a badass, dude! The first trailer. Wow. It's so crazy having full perspective now. Like, this is what happened after the Volume 10 finale all those years ago, and people were like, holy shit, sign me up! And it changed the company forever. 2013. Holy shit, dude. What more can I say? What more can I express, right? Season 10 of RWBY is hands down one of the greatest things that Rooster Teeth has ever made. That, I also prefer, like, I think Day 5 is the most ambitious thing RT's worked on, and it's, like, phenomenal if no one has ever seen that. But I legitimately want to say that the culmination of 10 seasons of writing by Bernie, 10 years of development, of progression, of this complex, deep, interwoven, emotional, tragic story between a man with a vision and a burning desire to see a deceased loved one. It's Rooster Teeth's greatest work, period. And I have context to say that now. I have seen Red vs. Blue. I have seen RWBY. I have seen a lot of things that Rooster Teeth has put out ever since I became a fan, and RWBY is the reason for that. RWBY is why I am here. You know what I mean? And it's because of RWBY that I was like, I need to pay it forward. I need to see what led to the love of my life, which is the RWBY series. And it was RWBY, and it took 3 fucking years to get here, and I'm so happy that I did, and I feel like it was so worth it to pace myself to digest and to marinate on everything that I've been deeply invested in. And that was, at the end of the day, the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen. To know that Texas, the deceased director, and I couldn't even tell, I couldn't even picture it. I couldn't even think in my mind that there was a family dynamic going on, that there was a father, a mother, and a daughter. And I never, and after a while, I just stopped thinking, why did the director never show his fucking eyes? Right? Adam, on the other hand, I've been asking for that man's eyes to be shown ever since he came back into the picture in Volume 4. What do his eyes look like? Do they have silver eyes? And it completely went over. All of my fucking notes have been wrong. All of my notes are wrong. The reveal of him being her father, and then it immediately clicking that Allison is her mother. It puts so much into perspective the pain that everybody goes through. I can't be upset. I can be angry at the director, but I can immediately sympathize with that. Carolina's frustration and anger, I can be upset that she's that way in the past, but I can sympathize even more because she's at war with both her cold, almost kind of dictative scientific father and her deceased mother, who she's fighting against the entire time, and she doesn't know who it really is. I have no words. This was a masterpiece. Season 10 is a fucking masterpiece. And they kind of teased at the end a continuation, an upgrade in animation. So we're going to be getting Halo 4 now, which I actually played the Halo 4 campaign. It's super jarring to see their new look because some of them, like Carolina, looks nothing like she looks in Halo 3. Or the last Halo game, I think, was Halo Reach. No, Halo Reach was the capture unit. So yeah, they were using, I think, mainly Halo 3's engine. So her armor, for example, looked really different. The visor, like the face plates of all the characters, it's like greenish. So that's gonna take some getting used to. Thankfully, I'm gonna put this on the back burner now because RWBY Volume 7 is kicking up in about a month. But yeah, I'm excited. They have a new engine, it's a new coat of paint. They've left Valhalla. I don't think that's Blood Gulch anymore. I guess it's a Blood Gulch equivalent in the Halo 4 game engine, if you will. But they're in a different place. I don't know if it's a new fucking planet or if it's a different part of the world that they're in. How they got there. I know they had like the airship, so they could literally go anywhere. Doc got left behind, and they gave a lot of those. I think those were deleted scenes at the end there that I saw then, because one of them showed what actually happened to Georgia, so I didn't even know those existed. So what happened to Georgia? We got to see Utah, because they mentioned Georgia and Utah in the Project Freelancer backstory. They mentioned like something happened, like, oh, you don't want to, like when North and Wash were talking, they were like, oh, you don't want to end up like Utah did, like if using your equipment without authorization in the field. And then obviously what happened to Georgia, but he still had his thruster packs on, and they ended up seeing each other, which was weird. So there was that. The big brother, little sister, I'm still, I still got your back, little sis, and I'm watching yours. Like, I'm watching your back, so when it's turned, I can fucking kill you and take... It's so sad. It's so sad. And Epsilon went through every fucking shred of emotion that he could express to the director, who still wanted to try. After all of the hurt, after all of the pain that he had caused, he still wanted to try. After all of the people that he wronged, the lives that were lost, the people that are forever changed like Washington, the people that have to live with the shit that they've been through like Carolina and Epsilon, to the point where they're going on this new journey together, which is great because it's kind of like redemption for her. And I said this too. I said, similar to Washington, I hope Carolina gets that redemption, and it feels even more natural for it to be that way now because of the fact that, both of her parents are dead. Her mom died when she was young. Her father doesn't even treat her like a daughter. No, treats her like just like any other soldier. And I can only imagine what kind of lifestyle that was for her after her mom died. We got to see Aurora, where York and Carolina met, and it was super cool that they made Carolina had like a younger model, and it makes sense because that's where she met the man who fell in love with her. But that just makes the last moment that they saw each other, all the more painful, especially when she sees him again, or sees what's left of him, his lighter, and tries to find closure in apologizing because she couldn't learn to let go. And in the end, he got killed in the crossfires of everything. And then the goodbye. Allison saying goodbye to Leonard, that she'll see him again. And her dying, if she never died, none of this would have happened. If she didn't die, the director wouldn't have been in a slump to the point where he's obsessed with bringing her back. Failure after failure after failure. Hundreds of Texas. And even the Texas that we know now, she failed and died, you know, against the meta. The Epsilon Texas was set free eventually. And the Texas that, you know, the original beta, I think it was always, like, I think her failure to not be what the director wanted and her going against the project and doing the break-in and, you know, fighting everybody on the Mother of Invention, that went against the true Texas that he was working towards. So, in a way, her as a failure is what caused the project to fail once she realized the truth. And then RWBY. Volume 1. The red trailer. Iconic as fuck. That was the trailer. Actually, the first trailer that I ever watched, that I ever saw, was the yellow trailer. It came out on my birthday, actually. June 2nd. It came out on my birthday. Or the day before, I think it came out. It came out either June 1st or June 2nd. My birthday's June 2nd. So I watched the yellow trailer for the first time with my brother. And then we watched the red, white, and black, and then yellow one. And then I was obsessed. I was hooked. I was watching them constantly on constant repeat. And I was there for Volume 1, Episode 1. And by Episode 10... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think it was Episode... Yeah, by Episode 10... I said to myself, I want to talk about this show. I want to express my feelings about it. It's got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of charm. It's small. It's indie. It's brand new. Not a lot of people know about it. And I started making videos on my YouTube channel doing simply reviews for the first 2 volumes. And, you know, Volume 3 happened, and, you know, that's where I made my mark on the community. That's where so many of you guys discovered me. And after Volume 3... the rest was history, because at that point I wanted to pave the way for what gave RWBY the opportunity to happen, you know, giving Monty an opportunity and a chance to create something off of his creativity and his work. And I'm really, really happy that I watched this show, you know. And I know there's been a lot of delay, and I know a lot of people have been frustrated and upset with my hiatuses and my breaks and my break in my schedule upload and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I always hope that at the very least you guys understand how much I love and how much I cherish and how much this show and these characters in this series means to me. You know, I'm glad I watched it now versus never watching it, you know. And I definitely need to see more so than this. You know, season 10 especially was a big handful for me to deal with, because I was doing, you know, the reactions, the reviews, and like the long-winded discussions and all that stuff. And we're going to be doing the soundtrack following this video. But I always just want you guys to know that I care. I deeply fucking care. I love this show to death. I just fucking cried my life and my soul out for this story, for this series, for everything that's been swelling and building up over the last 3 years. The magnus opus of Rooster Teeth and Monty, and I loved it to death. I'm definitely going to be continuing on with the Chorus trilogy. I am going to leave this video as is. I'm not going to latch on an extended discussion. I will save that off, and I'll add the discussion to the season 10 review when time comes. Following this video, I'm going to be working on the RWBY season 10 soundtrack reaction, listening to all of the songs for the first time, similar to what I did for season 9. There will be a little bit of leeway so most people can watch it so it doesn't get blocked on YouTube or anything, but there will be a bypass for those of you who want to check that out. But I love this show. They have officially finished the Project Freelancer storyline. I am floored by how much of a masterpiece it is. And I at least look forward, I especially look forward to the continued story. Like I said, the very ending there leaves a lot to be desired. It leaves has me very excited for this new journey. You know, it has a fresh coat of paint. I think it's Halo 4's engine. It's a new chapter. It's seemingly going to be from the perspective now of Epsilon and Carolina, the strong points of the remaining people of Project Freelancer. We don't know what Charon Industries is up to. We don't know what the chairman of the UNSC is up to. We didn't see, for example, you know, what happened to the counselor, because the director's dead and all the other freelancers are dead and the AI are all taken care of and the meta's gone, but where's the counselor? Fucking Butch Flowers, man. Oh my fucking god. Butch Flowers is Agent Florida. Poor Florida. They literally fucking nuked that state to cover up for the actual Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Nuts, dude. What? I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. Like, Cappy, Butch Flowers Cappy. I remember that one scene. He was like, if I wasn't your commanding officer, I'd give you a hug and make you call me daddy or something. And he was like, thank God for the chain of command. That guy, the guy who died from an aspirin, is the badass blue nameless freelancer that went ham and cheese sandwich during Project... you got me, Rooster Teeth. That shit was awesome. But anyways, I really hope you guys liked this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I kind of leave all of my emotions, my thoughts, my impressions in this video. Be sure, as always, to let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like I said, I'm going to be putting Red vs. Blue now on hiatus. I'm going to be putting out the Season 10 soundtrack and then the review. And then Red vs. Blue is going to go on a hiatus until RWBY Volume 7 is wrapped up. So RWBY Volume 7 starts in November. Probably going to end somewhere around late January, early February. I'm going to take a little bit of a break after that so I can focus on some gaming stuff. But from that point on, we will be getting through, fingers crossed, hopefully, the entirety of Chorus Trilogy Seasons 11, 12, and 13 in 2020 as soon as possible, unless Rooster Teeth has some exciting bits to kind of announce after the fact. I don't know if Red vs. Blue is continuing with like Season 18 or anything next year, but slowly but surely I will be caught up. I do appreciate the support, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching my reactions, for your thoughts, for your support both on YouTube and on Patreon. I hope you guys continue to show support, you know, for whenever you guys want to, whether it's, you know, with RWBY Volume 7 or when Red vs. Blue launches again. But thank you guys so much. I love this show to death, and I can't wait to get back into it. Take care.